Hello! Welcome! Technically for us, again, because our internet went out. But, you know what? We're gonna make the most of it. We're recording this, so instead of it going to stream first and then our YouTube, it's just going straight to YouTube. So hi, YouTube!
Hi, YouTube.
Yeah. You're looking great today. Anyway, time for the trial, right?
Yes, we're defending
Gina
Lestrade. She's accused of murdering the pawn shop guy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really have, like, a lot of leads, do we?
Not really. I mean, I know there's that guy who wears the fancy suit who is technically Moriarty, maybe?
Eggs Benedict?
Eggs Benedict, yeah, him. So I don't know. And I know that you already kind of know which case this might be, kind of, what's the word for it? Taking inspiration from with the actual Sherlock Holmes story, because we found the shovels, and you know there's a story about that where they dig underground
where they dig underground from a pawn shop to get into like a bank vault or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, and last time on Dragon Ball Z, I mean our stream, we found that there was, what was it? Well, we got confirmation that McGilded is definitely dead. No, wait, no, not definitely dead. We already knew he was dead. What was it that we found out that was new about McGilded? That he was the one who definitely killed Thrice Fire Mason.
Yeah.
Yes, which I mean we all knew. We knew he was guilty as you know, all get out, but yeah. So anyway, also in last time in the stream, we got to see Susato and the little girl cross their eyes. That was pretty weird. Remember that?
To do like the 3D thing.
Yeah. That was pretty wild.
I bet that was because this was on the 3DS originally.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that during the stream. So I wonder if that'll happen again during the trial, because I'm sure it'll come up as evidence. So I wonder if the judge will cross his eyes.
We'll have to do something in 3D. Yeah.
Yay!
Right. Are you ready?
I am so ready. Let's go. It's trial time.
The Adventure of the Unspeakable Story.
Oh, then we can't speak about it.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's gonna be a quiet video.
Right? Gotta stop the recording. When I awoke the following morning, Susato-san was already gone. Outside the window, the rain came down in sheets. And so began an even longer day than the last. One that I would remember for the rest of my days.
April 17th, 9:32 a.m. The almost at the Gold Bailey. Defendant's antechamber. That's the defendant.
That's right. Good morning, Gina. I'm determined to prove your innocence today. I'm sure we can do it. So where's your friend then? Yeah, sorry? You know, her in the fancy dress. Susato, however you say it. I don't know. Miss Susato had to leave early this morning. She was already gone by the time I woke up. You alright with that, are you? Forget about me if you like. Go and see her off. Aw, Gina. It's fine. It's not as though Miss Susato and I won't meet again. One day. Even so. But you, Gina. You only get one chance. This trial today is all we have. Oh.
Good morning, you two.
Oh, who be that?
It's me. Hello.
How are you feeling, Ginny? Did you manage to sleep? Also, did you like my impersonation of Ergo? Did you like my Markiplier impersonation?
Meow.
Yeah, you get to be the cat. Iris, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? When a friend is in need, we show our support. Isn't that right, Waggy?
Meow.
I like how the cat meows in-game, and then you meow twice.
Yes,
I like
gotta
it.
read it in case you didn't see.
That's right.
Waggy!
Great way to show your support, kitty. And I have a nose, Ron. What arm can it do? And the cat has a gun.
Oh my god.
Oh, that reminds me. I bought a paper on the way here. Now, would you like the good news or the bad news? What do you say, Bruno? Ginny?
Well, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first. Nah, always take the good news first. You might not live to hear the bad.
What?
Makes a fair point, actually.
Yes, that question always gives away people's personalities.
Let's not go there.
All right then, I'll give you the bad news first. A record amount of rain has fallen this morning, and carriages all over the capital are struggling to move.
Huh? The bad news was a weather report?
So I hope that Susie made her train to Dover, and that the train isn't delayed on its way to the port. Oh, it'll be delayed to port, she'll come back!
Calling it! Gosh, yeah. Alright then, so what's the good news?
Well, the rain is forecast to subside this afternoon. So even if the train is delayed, it should be able to make up the time later.
Damn. My theory is crushed already.
Well, that is good news, isn't it?
I couldn't give a monkey's really.
Monkeys what?
You know what?
What?
If only all good news canceled out the bad.
And look, Estrala's made the headlines too. Pawnbroker perishes in pick purse plunder. See?
That's alliteration.
Very alliterative. How'd you like that? Well, let them say what they want. See if I care. I can't, because you're covering your face.
Don't worry. Runa will soon show everyone that this headline is nonsense.
I will?
And then, in tomorrow's papers, the headlines will be... Discharged diver in dauntless do-gooder. Isn't that right, Runa?
Yes, let's hope so.
Of course they will. I have absolute faith in you. How was that? I was trying to sound like Susie. Did it work? Did it?
It's like she was still here.
Today's paper. Well, I guess that'll be important.
Ooh.
That it's rainy.
Something to do with fingerprints, maybe? I don't know. Or footprints.
Good luck then, Runo. I'll do what I can.
Huh?
Obviously, I don't know the law like Susie does, but still. I'll just shoot people! I'll be by your side the whole time, giving you moral support and encouragement. If you ever falter, I'll shoot you.
I'm not sure that big thing is as comforting as you think it is, to be honest, but, thank you, Iris. That's very kind of you. Oh, yeah, Iris.
Yes, Ginny?
Well, I was wondering, is all, about Chomes. Did they fix him up all right?
Yes. The operation was a great success. But really still hasn't come around yet.
Eh?
I've asked a friend of mine at Scotland Yard to send a telegram as soon as he wakes up.
I'm sure Gregson will let us know the moment there's news. Wait, if I remember correctly, last time, wasn't Susato talking to him?
Yeah, it was like a weird, suspicious scene for some reason.
So is he not unconscious
Guess
then?
we'll find out.
Whoa.
Maybe this dude got a secret mission.
Oh. Oh, right. No Susato-san. And no Mr. Sholmes. I mean, you're kind of alright without Mr. Sholmes here. It'll be alright. It's all down to me today, to prove that Gina is innocent of this crime.
Oh, Miss Gina Lestrade, counsel for the defense, the trial is about to begin. Please make your way into the courtroom.
It's time then.
Yes, let's go, Gina. Iris?
Lead the way, Runo.
Poor Gina. She's trying to put on a brave face, but I can tell she's worried and scared. I have to believe in her from start to finish. That's the weapon that will secure our victory here. My boyfriend, I miss him. If I learned anything from my great friend, it's that.
17th of April, 10 a.m. The Old Bailey courtroom.
You sound like you're trying to go southern.
The Old Bailey
courtroom!
Oh, it's Santa! He's here!
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. This trial shall determine the guilt or innocence of Miss Gina Lestrade, so whether she's on the good list or the naughty list. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. Oh gosh, am I everybody here? I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. I think I'm him because I do the vampire voice. Yeah. I'm sorry. You can be all the
whoever that comes. Oh, yeah, the jury.
The jury. You can be all the jury, honey. The prosecution is ready. The defense is ready. Lord Van Zix. My lord. Remind me, how many years was it that you withdrew from the public prosecution service? It was some 5 years ago, my lord. Yes, and then 2 months ago, you resurfaced somewhat unexpectedly, and here you are again today. Do you have like a crush on this man or something? Is that why you're here? Are there some circumstances of which the court should be aware that have led to this erratic behavior? In what one might describe as your former life 5 years past, you dealt exclusively in matters concerned with the highest echelons of society and government. Really? Yet today, you choose to try a simple case of burglary and murder. I confess, I find it more than a little befuddling, counsel. I've got my lists all mixed up, you see. There are 2 types of person I cannot abide. Firstly, those wealthy scoundrels who hide behind a mask of philanthropy to cheat the public at large.
He means Mr. McGilden, who you defended against the Reaper 2 months ago. In case you forgot.
Yeah, I just about managed to work that out. Thank you. Magnus Begilded. If I'd known what a monster he was, I never would have defended him. And secondly, even more loathsome, those wily scoundrels who masquerade as allies only to effect total betrayal in the final hour. And those who eat exclusively garlic. I detest them too. In other words, the confidence tricksters from those tiny islands in the Far East, the Nipponese.
Oh, he's racist.
Wow! Wow!
See, in the first part, I was gonna say, wow, he's based, but no.
No, not anymore.
No.
That's just blatant racism. Did he really just say that?
Look, he's gonna be so canceled.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
He means you now, Runo.
I actually managed to work that out too. Thank you, Iris. Total betrayal? What are you talking about? That torrid look of hatred in Lord Van Zeek's eyes. Was that directed solely at me? Or was he talking about all Japanese people? Does he just hate my guts, or is he an absolute raging racist? An alarming, scaling explanation, Lord Van Zeeks. That's very naughty list behavior. Oh no! Still, the judiciary welcomes the return of the so-called Reaper of the Bay, feared by all Londoners' malefactors. Your shirt is red. Sorry, that's what that made me think of. Your lordship is too kind. No, Jurors, the 6 of you have been selected at random to represent the will of the people in this trial.
Ergo, I think some of these people are familiar.
Yeah, why does this maid keep getting picked?
Yeah, the maid and that guy.
And that guy...
Did we ever talk to her before?
That guy's new.
That lady might be here again. Also, I love the clearly looking Russian guy with his mouse over here.
Yeah.
I love it.
We haven't seen him, right? Have we seen this guy?
I think he's new.
Maybe. Alright.
Well, oh yeah, but that guy was in the last case. Wasn't he the one, like, his wife was the one who threw the knife and it landed in that person's back?
Wait, really?
Yeah, because it's him, because he had, like, a crescent moon aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, he was...
I hope you can remember his voice, baby.
No, he's a juror. I don't remember at all.
That's alright.
Alright, did you read this already?
Oh, well, just in case, are you ready to hear the evidence placed before you and determine the guilt or innocence of the defendant? Are you ready to decide naughty or nice?
Alright. Former lieutenant in the British Army here, don't you know? Don't. Now I'm just confused. Chaps like me were born ready. Should I just be all of them?
Do you want to be? It's up to you.
Since you're so many people.
I mean, I don't mind. It's up to you, hun. How many do you want? If you want all of them,
sure.
you can
I guess
have them
I'll
all.
be the entire jury.
Sure, if you want.
I think that's what we. I feel like it's what we did before.
Although, do you want me to be the old guy? Because it's up to you. You can do an old guy, though.
Maybe we'll see.
We'll see. Okay.
Clean crockery, clean cutlery, and a clean conscience. His lordship's motto is very appropriate here, I think. Everything will be stereoscopic in the future. Absolutely, absolutely everything, and I'm ready for it.
I love it. That's a good one, babe.
I don't understand it. I can't have left it in there. It's not possible. Wait, hold on. I don't know. I'll work on it. I'll work on it as we go along.
I think we have seen him before. He looks very familiar to me.
Yeah, he's very... Speaking of Santa, he's very Santa-like.
Yeah, he's very... Because he's rosy cheeks.
Yeah. Ho ho ho. Professor Santa. Women indispensable in society. Stop. Female-centric future awaits. Stop. Good day. No, wait, I'm just doing the vampire voice.
No,
That's what I do.
That sounded good, though.
I gotta think of, like, Rasputin from, like, fucking...
That or
the
Coraline.
Anastasia.
That or Coraline. Think of... They called you Caroline, not Coraline.
Yeah.
You know, that guy. He was kind of Russian, I think.
Yeah, good day. I am visiting. Hold on, I just noticed. There's a W.
I am visiting London.
I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take a bus to Crystal Tower, please.
Beautiful.
Yes, he's just like reading out of like a phrase book.
I think he is. Those were all very good, baby. I love them.
Is something wrong, Bruno?
Oh, not exactly. It's just all those voices sound the same.
No, I'm kidding. All mine sound the same, too.
Huh? Gonna read it?
Oh, yeah. I am fairly sure I recognize these jurors. Almost all of them, in fact.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, where have we seen?
That guy might have been it.
Maybe.
Also, I take it back, baby. You did very good at making distinguished voices.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I was trying to go with, they're all voiced by you, and then I'm like, no, it came out wrong. Like, it sounded like I was like, you only have one voice. And that's not true. You're very skilled.
Really? Funny coincidences like that do happen from time to time, don't they? But it is quite strange. The jurors are chosen at random from London's 6 million inhabitants, you know.
It's like the developers just didn't have enough time to just make a whole bunch of different characters.
Yeah, they went, we don't want to make more assets.
So I've been led to believe.
That's right.
Oh, so I've been led to believe. How did you think of my impersonation of you?
It was weird.
Okay, but something tells me I'm being duped.
Yes, he is the jury, like, arranged.
Very well. Now, Lord Van Six. The court shall call upon the prosecution to introduce the facts of the case. As you wish, my lord. Allow me to begin with a word of warning to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. If I get thirsty, I might just bite you. But in short, there has never been a more self-evident case of cold-blooded murder.
Very anime.
The victim, Mr. Pop Windy Bank, proprietor of a pawn shop on Baker Street, was shot from behind and died instantly. The prosecution presents this photographic print of the crime scene.
There you go.
Blood. Sorry. As the court will observe, there's a single bullet wound just below the gentleman's left shoulder. The evidence suggests that the bullet pierced the man's heart, resulting in near instant death.
Yeah, near instant. This has been important in Ace Attorney before. Was it instant or not?
Right?
Almost instant is an instant.
Moving on the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory.
That will also be important, I'm sure.
Yep.
And what's that supposed to tell us?
Yeah, that he was shot from below.
It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Or someone lying down on the ground. You know, just someone closer to the ground.
Yeah, they were just crouching.
Yeah, hello, solid snake, you know. Anyway, someone. Like the accused, you might say. Or a child.
Yeah.
The prosecution wishes to present the autopsy report and crime scene photograph as evidence, my lord.
Oh my god, it was Iris.
Shit, no!
She's even shorter.
Oh, damn it!
Indeed, the court accepts. Hand them to the bailiff, please.
All right, nice autopsy report.
But is it updated?
I now ask the court to turn its attention to this plane of the establishment where the incident occurred.
No.
The proprietor was found in the storeroom where he kept articles pawned to him. A windowless room with a single point of entry and a door to the main shop that was found locked. In this sealed chamber, there were only two persons present. The victim, Mr. Windybank, and the accused.
We've seen this in a future trial, you know, when Maya was trapped alone with some dude. Just saying, it's not always as clear cut as you think.
It may further interest the court to know that when the accused was discovered at the scene, she had in her hand the gun used to fire the fatal bullet.
But again, we know that's bullshit, because Edgeworth was found with a gun in his hand too. What about that?
Isn't that grubby little girl a pickpocket anyway? She's one of those filthy drabs that live in the slums in the East End. Oh, well, it was only a matter of time before she got blood on her hands then. What are the jurors waiting for? The girl's guilty as hell.
We can't jump to conclusions here. We mustn't assume her guilt because of what she has to do to survive. Her pickpocketing isn't on trial here.
Right.
My learned Nipponese friend, it is you who mustn't jump to conclusions. The prosecution has barely begun presenting its case. Conveniently, this appalling act of murder did not go unobserved. There were witnesses. Oh, good gracious!
This is an Ace Attorney game, after all. Gotta cross-examine somebody.
Right? After their testimony, this girl's true nature will be exposed. Pitiful pick-purse or cold-hearted killer. Here's to establishing the truth. And to A.B. That's a blood type. I had to think about it. The court will take the floor plan and firearm into evidence. Just don't confuse it with the gifts. Hand them to the bailiff, please. Lord Van Zieks. At once, my lord. Nice, nice. This isn't good.
I feel like the mood in here has turned very gloomy all of a sudden, Bruno.
I think that's because it has.
Great observation.
No capes! Let us begin. Bring forth the witnesses to the foul murder of Mr. Pop Windybank on 16th April of this year.
Also, his first name is just Pop.
Yeah. Pop goes the weasel.
What? Well, look at these guys.
Whoa! I love them! I'm sorry, I shook it. It's great. Hang on, I remembered that I have a drink in the fridge. I'm gonna grab it.
Oh, okay.
You talk about Ace 30 stuff.
Let's look at our evidence. What do we got? Here, can we, like, examine them? Let's take a look at this gun.
Oh god, it's about to shoot me!
It's gonna shoot the audience.
No! The killer was Ergo all along.
It was the killer.
The Killer.
That is still one of my favorite Ace Attorney names.
The Killer.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Windybank's gun. The cylinder is completely empty.
Mr. Windybank always used to keep this gun to hand to his shop counter.
Yes, but only ever with a single bullet loaded. I understand.
Because he would constantly just threaten to shoot himself.
Yeah, he was always like, I'll do it!
That's right, to keep all the pawned articles that were in his care safe.
Sure.
But his one bullet was fired that night. The poor man lost his life. Was he protecting his shop, I wonder? Trying to keep the articles safe?
Do.
I mean, it doesn't have a check mark. Is there? No, this is the same thing.
Can you turn it around?
Well, maybe we'll come back to this later.
Yeah.
Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court.
Oh boy, I guess this will be me.
Yeah, you can be everyone you want to be, honey. If you ever don't want to do one, just tell me.
Name's Nash Skulkin.
I love him.
Occupation is, baddie. Professional baddie.
Oh my god, I love him.
Name's Ringo Skulkin. Occupation's, same as him. Oh yeah, what?
Yeah, you're him.
Oh yeah,
You
he's,
gave him the voice that you gave the Crescent Moon guy, basically.
Tobias Gregson, Scotland Yard Inspector.
That's right, weren't you saying that he was Sean Bean or something? Like,
Sean
Connery, that's it.
I remember somebody's.
That's right, we're what they call the three Skulkin Brothers. Wait, what?
The three Skulkin Brothers.
Why is Gregson included? What are they looking at me like that for? Don't lump me in with you lot. Core blimey, that's cold. Don't you know what we're going through? It's our older bruv. Lost contact with him, we have, so we're scouring every shady corner of the capital. And then last night we come across you, the very spit of the bloke. Ain't that right, Ringo? He is, Nash, he is. The very spit of him.
Oh my god, is that his backstory? Did he used to be in a gang?
I mean, he was their long-lost brother.
And they all carry food.
Oh my god. So we decided there and then what we was gonna do. We was gonna call ya Big Bro Sulky. Big Bro Sulky.
I fucking love it.
Come on, leave it out, you two.
Sulky Skulkin. And that's before he's run out of chips. Well then, Inspector Sulky Gregson?
Begging your pardon, my lord, but the name's Tobias.
What I would like to know, Inspector, is what you are doing in the witness stand. The Skulkin Brothers are currently under arrest, my lord, on suspicion of theft.
These aren't the most reliable witnesses, then, really.
Maybe.
Would you call into question their, reliability?
Thieves, are they? These three? Oh, naughties!
No, my lord, begging your pardon, but please don't let me in with this lot.
2 nights ago, these two brothers illegally entered the establishment with intent to burgle. And in the course of their nefarious activities, they became embroiled in a far more sinister crime.
Oh, okay. This one? that the trial is for?
By Jove, you mean to say, what an extraordinary coincidence!
Right.
Indeed, my lord. While attempting to burglarize the pawnbrokery, they witnessed its proprietor's murder.
I see. Or they did it.
Yeah, he's short. He did it.
Order! Order! All of you are going on the naughty list.
I bet that is going to be a point.
Yeah, I agree.
The various trespasses of these brothers is not the subject of today's proceedings, though they will naturally face trial in the very near future.
With your lordship's permission, I'd like to remain in the stand to keep these gents on the straight and narrow.
Of course, Inspector. Skeptical as I am about the caliber of these witnesses, I will permit them to take the stand. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you will now testify.
Gosh dang it. It was the judge.
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you will now testify before the court. Describe the events of the night in question and what exactly you saw, and also provide me your blood types.
Happy to. Cause a skulkin's never skulkin'.
I can't tell you how much I love it. I just love the voices. It's great.
Get out of it. Illegal entry.
That is illegal, you know.
We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours, and the gaff's door was ajar, see? It was like some kind of sign, begging for us to go in, it was. See, wait, I'm making him too much like Gregson.
No, I mean, I like it, though. Because, I mean, hey, do whatever you want.
I was trying to make him, like, kind of, like, mumbly.
Yeah,
like, I'll try to...
Gotta give him a deeper voice, yeah? Yeah.
But once we got inside, core blimey, lummy. We heard a gunshot from the back room. I don't know if I'm British or from New Jersey.
You can be New Jersey British, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, we went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that, nice and quiet.
Oh my god, you know? Wario and Luigi. Waluigi.
Yeah.
Tall and short.
Yeah.
A terrible coincidence it would seem. At the precise moment these miscreants entered the propriety, an even more sinister crime was afoot. The witness's testimony is consistent with the crime scene in every detail. The door providing access to the storeroom from the main shop was indeed locked from the inside. And within, only the victim and the accused were found. All very convenient things for them to have mentioned. I must say it does appear to be an overwhelmingly simple case. Just like the nice and naughty list. Simple as fuck. Still, the defense may cross-examine the witnesses now. Of course, counsel, if you please. Counsel? Yes.
What's the matter, Bruno?
Sorry, I was just stunned into silence for a minute by the blatant lies being told by that pair in the stand. I know that it's all nonsense, because I saw it with my own eyes. And we've already forgotten, so I have no idea what nonsense he's talking about to you.
Oh, I mean, I guess the fact that Herlock was there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
because she was on the ground and Herlock was also there.
Because Herlock was out in, like, the main room.
I think so.
I mean, the stuff about them being in the vault is right, but yeah.
Yeah. No, you're very right. Good memory, though.
I don't know.
I'll just have to expose their testimony for the pack of lies it is.
Would you like a hit of caffeine?
Lately I've been getting this, like, blueberry lemonade caffeinated drink from Wawa. It's pretty good. The only thing I will say is that the lemonade, I don't know, like, sometimes I feel like I have to mix it, otherwise it's like, woo, that's like too tart or something. It's weird. But anyway.
Okay. So we're walking down Baker Street in small hours.
We's walking in!
Sorry.
Oh yeah, we gotta press everything.
Yep.
Gotta press it. That's how this game works.
The front door of Windy Banks was ajar, you say? What time of night was this?
Must have been about 1, right, Ringo? Yeah, I'd say so. Right, Sulky? How would I know? The place would have been shut at 1 in the morning, just like every other shop in town. Man, every place is open until 1?
Wow, so you and I would go great back then.
We're night owls.
Well, it was pitch black inside, it's true. Ain't that right, Ringo? I'm not so sure, Nash. I seem to remember a little light burning inside. What about you, Sulky, me old mucker?
Me old fucker.
Leave me alone.
There definitely was a small lamp burning inside. That's what alerted us to the situation in the first place. And when these gentlemen ventured into the open establishment, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, already had the muzzle of her gun trained on the unfortunate victim.
Objection!
That is pure conjecture. Perhaps, but it changes nothing. These brothers inadvertently wandered into the middle of a cold-blooded murder, simply because they found the door of the victim's establishment open and ventured inside.
Right, that's what happened. It was like some kind of sign begging for us to go in. Alright, press.
What are you trying to suggest? That you had to go in?
Well, God moves in mysterious ways, they say, don't they, Ringo? They do know. Should I just try to make him sound like Ringo from the Beatles?
I mean, you can if you want.
They do, Nash. They do. I can't do a Ringo. I don't know. I'll just keep doing what I've been doing. Must have been some sort of providence, I reckon.
God's will often presents itself as the whim of thieves, does it?
If it weren't no whim, I'm dead sure of that. It weren't, Nash. It weren't. Like we said at the time. You don't just find doors open in the middle of the night like that. No, there's no two ways about it. It was a sign that our long-lost brother was inside. I'm kind of doing Seuss now. From Gravity Falls.
Do it! Seuss it!
They're not very good liars, are they?
Well, you can't deny it.
What's up, Mr. Pines?
It let us to a bloke. What looks like our bruv.
Mr. Pines!
I said cut it out.
Those chips are getting a chomping today.
Yeah, once we got inside, we heard a gunshot from the background.
Hold it!
A gunshot, you say? Just the one. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Yep. Just the one, Governor. I can swear to that. It was, Nash, it was. Ain't that right, bruv? The firearm used belonged to the victim himself.
Yes, Mr. Windybank always used to leave his gun lying around on the counter.
Very unsafe.
Right, very not safe at all. Right, I remember.
When we examined it, we found the revolver was completely out of rounds.
That makes sense. Mr. Windybank always used to say he only ever kept a single bullet loaded.
That's true. I remember him saying that as well.
So, we can say with considerable certainty that only a single round was discharged from the firearm used as the murder weapon.
Yes, my lord, we can.
And I should remind the court that the firearm in question was discovered in the hand of the accused.
Wonderful.
I went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside.
Hold it!
I can press it with Q.
Wow.
I saw I beat you to it.
Damn.
Do you mean the door between the main shop and the storeroom?
If my learned friend is having difficulty grasping the situation, perhaps a drawing would help. Firmly grasp it. Excluding the shop's entrance from the street, there is only one other door, that of the storeroom.
Of course, there was only a little oil lamp burning, not much to see by. And the door was hidden behind a curtain and all.
That's right.
Meow, that's right.
When we arrived, the door was mostly obscured by the curtain. Tell me, why exactly did you try to open that door? Any normal petty thief would run at the sound of a gunshot, I should think.
Oh, well, your turn to rabbit, Ringo. Well, Dash, yeah. I suppose you'd have to say we ain't normal, eh?
Broadly speaking, humans respond in one of two ways on hearing a gunshot or scream. The timid flee gripped by fear, while the courageous investigate to see if they may help.
Calling them courageous?
Yep, these gentlemen are of the latter inclination. My learned Nipponese friend, it would seem, is of the former.
Alright, somehow I just proved that I was a coward that night.
Thank you, councilors.
Well, except we did go.
We did!
Towards
We are courageously cowardly.
Yeah.
We're both afraid and brave.
So I believe we all understand that the door was locked and could not be opened. Proceed, witnesses.
It's like some kind of locked room mystery.
Fuck.
Except it's not very mysterious, because she was just in there with a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we done nothing, we never took nothing, we just left her.
Hold it!
You didn't do or take anything. Is that your story?
Well, it was bedlam soon as, weren't it? It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out me Lucy lockets.
Hell yeah.
Whatever that means.
So with no time to take your hands out of your pockets, you just left, nice and quietly, you say.
It means hands out of your pockets.
We're learning lingo here.
That's right, Governor. Nothing we ate more than violence. Wait, nothing we ate more than violence. Peace-loving nibblers we are, not bludgers.
Hell yeah.
We are, Nash, we are. Never even pulled me dukes out me Lucy lockets.
So you'd clearly like us to believe.
Eh? Come again?
As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run into anyone else? And did you not fire a gun at that person?
Oh, did they shoot, Shoals?
But seems like what he's going for.
Saints alive! They fired a gun, you say?
That makes my wig fall off.
They did a pew-pew!
Blimey, Governor. You weren't telling us it was you in the doorway?
Oh!
Oh yeah, did we run into the people?
Oh, we might have.
It's been so long.
Yeah, it has been. You
Yeah.
can tell it's been a minute for us. I was so for sure they shot Sherlock, or Herlock, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
It was.
Why the bleeding or? Didn't you mention that before?
You were armed with a gun. And as you fled the scene, you fired that gun at London's greatest detective, Sherlock Holmes.
I was right! We were with him!
They shot the great Mr. Sholmes? I did hear that, actually. There was a rumor he'd been rushed to hospital. The great Sholmes, that's beyond the pale.
On the night in question, this pair were arrested by the police within minutes of the discovery of the crime. Their suspicion continents rapidly gave them away. And when searched, a firearm was indeed found in their possession. Furthermore, the barrel showed signs of a shot having been fired from it. It looks like I have the gun! Pew, pew!
Here it is!
Motherfuckers! Spirit gun! Pew!
I'll test it on my Nipponese friend.
Oh no! No. The prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from these brothers. Yes, indeed. Remnants of powder around the muzzle, as you say, counsel. The court will hold this weapon as evidence, and maybe play with it a bit. Pew, pew.
It's a weird looking gun. You gotta take a closer look.
Now, my learned Nipponese friend. Yes? Here's to you successfully presenting the evidence. And to a negative.
That's a blood type 2, I think.
Okay.
Pew, pew! I've got the gun again! For yes, there are telltale signs of spent powder on this gun, and a single bullet missing from the cylinder. But the prosecution demands evidence that it was fired at the scene of the crime under scrutiny in this trial.
Objection!
Well, I don't need evidence. Screw evidence. Because I was there.
Objection!
However, the rest of us in this courtroom were not. If the defense fails to provide evidence in support of its rash claim, we shall have no choice but to toast your incompetence and move on. Evidence that these two fired that gun before they left Windy Banks that night. The court demands that all claims are affirmed with clear proof. What evidence shows that these witnesses unloaded a firearm in the pawnbroker shop that night?
My armband.
Yeah, present the armband. No,
Here, hold on.
redemption ticket.
Another ticket. I mean, I guess it's...
Hang on, wait. What about the color printing? Remember that?
Oh, this?
No, remember that there's the thing that Gina made and it like turns color with the blood? Is that going to be relevant for that part,
blood
maybe?
samples portfolio. Oh yeah, different people's blood. I don't know if that's the thing right now.
Oh, there is that.
Oh. Okay.
I think that might be the evidence we need. Because it was literally right there by the doorway. I think that is it. I think that's the evidence. Is that specific one?
Okay, I'm just gonna
Double check.
sure.
Yeah. Hounds of Baskerville. I like the little flower stamp. Very nice.
Hamburgers too. Yeah, this has another blood sample on it.
Yummy.
Oh, yeah, right, this is the one we identified.
Yeah.
It's the guy from the previous case.
Yeah. Don't show the vampire that. He's gonna lick the
Case
photo.
notes.
We don't want that.
Good. And this is like a summary of the McGilded case.
Mm-hmm. That's the newspaper.
Today's paper.
Oh, here, you wanted to look at the
Autopsy.
guns.
Yeah, we might as well look at the gun. That's what we were looking for.
So, there's ammunition still loaded in 5 of the revolver's 6 cylinders.
Yes, which tells us that only a single shot has been fired from it.
Exactly.
The bullet that hit Hurley, in fact, isn't it?
Yes, it happened almost as soon as we walked in through Windy Bank's door.
I'll make those brothers pay.
Shoot them with this gun.
I'm gonna shoot them with their own gun.
I do wish it would show like the check mark to say when you
Yeah.
looked at something, but okay. I think you're right. I think it is the picture of the bullet.
Although it does have a bullet in there,
What?
I think it'll be okay. Because I was thinking like,
because it's like, look, here's the bullet that they shot.
yeah, because all we're looking for is that they shot at us, not that they actually got a bullet in Sholmes.
Yeah,
or anything.
that they fired their gun in the
Yeah.
pawn shop. Yeah.
Take that!
The evidence is in this portfolio. What? What on earth have you there, Council? It's a nice purse.
During the course of our investigations, we discovered a number of bloodstains.
Blood. Not trusting the police to do the job they're trained to do. How arrogantly Nipponese of you. And how very racist of me.
Well, anyway,
Right, like I was kind of liking him, and then he just had to get really racist all of a sudden.
right? We analyzed all the blood samples we found and recorded the results in this portfolio.
And you claim to have the evidence the court is demanding therein?
Yes, my lord.
No more dallying then, Council. Present the pertinent evidence at once. What do you have in your portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm at the scene?
Oh, well, let's see in my portfolio. I've got a still life here, and then I got some portraits.
This one's fan art of my
yes,
favorite anime
fan
character.
art.
Look at this one,
Well,
yeah.
I guess it's the bullet, yeah.
Present.
Take that!
What is that? Explain.
It's a photographic print taken at Windy Bank's pawnbrokery on the day of the incident.
From the scene of the crime, is it? Is that a bullet hole? And if my eyes do not deceive me, it appears the bullet is still lodged there.
Yes, as your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Windybank's calendar. The date shown being the 16th of April, the very day of the pawnbroker's death.
The incident occurred at 1 hour after midnight. But this indicates that a separate shot had been fired sometime after the calendar had been set to the 16th.
That's right. And while it isn't irrefutable, the defense believes this is credible evidence that the witnesses did fire a round from their gun in the pawnbrokers that night.
Ah! Yeah!
Order! How does the prosecution stand, Lord Van Zieks?
Straight and narrow. If that is the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection.
What? Not even a hold it? Oh, there you go.
But you'll forgive me for flinging my hollowed chalice aside in disgust at the repugnancy it exposes. Yes, on the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery illegally. And like the bold baddies they claim to be, opened fire on the new arrivals before fleeing back onto the street.
Eh? Take it easy there, Governor. You're gonna land us in the soup. We had a deal. You weren't gonna get into them details. Tell him, Sulky. Set the bloke straight. I have nothing to add.
So he knew, did he? Van Zieks knew their testimony would almost certainly expose the extent of their crimes.
It would seem now that I owe my learned Nipponese friend a word of gratitude.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact. To what fact do you refer, Lord Van Zieks? Phew! pure. As has been established, at the point of their arrest, a single shot had been fired from the brothers' gun. However, if that shot found its target in Mr. Sholmes,
Then why is the bullet there?
then clearly these
No.
witnesses cannot be accused of the fatal shooting of the proprietor and the victim.
Yeah, that's the point that he's making.
Oh,
Is that they shot Mr. Sholmes, not Mr. Winbank.
yeah, okay.
Ah! In other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder of Mr. Windybank at all. So that's it?
Yeah, we just shot a different guy.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I print screened that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, make that the thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's it. We didn't have nothing to do with it. We did it, Nash. We did it. That's what I reckon.
Your crimes include unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and, let us not forget, attempted murder. Which is lesser of a crime than actual murder.
Yeah. Here, I'll save that screenshot.
In case we gotta print screen another one
you
for
go.
the phone. I love it. They're so great.
Quite a catalog. Quite a catalog, eh, fellas? Ah, we're in for it now, bruv.
Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Did you just call him the Great Detective?
It would seem the man patronized the pawnbrokers in question somewhat regularly. Where's he going with this? He and Mr. Windybank were secret lovers. Mr. Sholmes appears to take pleasure in tinkering with eccentric machinery.
Eccentric? Says who?
Not me. Don't give me that look.
He installed a pair of machines like this one in the victim's shop.
Oh yeah, they're like security cameras.
Right?
Oh,
Is that gonna come into play?
Probably.
that's one of Hurley's red-handed recorders.
What is that, Counsel? It has the appearance of a photographic contraption. As your lordship has surmised, it is indeed a camera attached to a small timing device. Every half an hour, it automatically photographs the interior of the establishment. The idea being that, if a thief were to break into the shop, he would be caught red-handed. The prosecution has obtained the photographs taken by the device on the night in question.
Fine. And,
Hey, was 8:30 missing?
I don't.
Because it went 8.
I think it. I don't know.
Hang on, okay.
As the court will observe, copious identical prints were produced in quite desultory fashion.
There's gotta be some differences. We'll have to look at them.
Rather prodigal, I feel.
Well, I think we're gonna get to the later ones.
In fact, there are two such devices in the victim's shop, my lord.
Oh, is there one in the other room?
If I may refer the court to the plan of the premises, their retrospective positions are here and here.
It's really not like the best setup, I feel like.
Right?
Can't really see a lot.
You say these cameras produce a print every half hour? I'm afraid I failed to see. Oh, sorry, I had my eyes closed, that's why I failed to see. Now they're open. How that would help if the anticipated thief conducted his activities in one of the many 30-minute intervals. Like me, I'm fast on Santa. One can only pray that their would-be criminal lingers, my lord. Note to self, don't linger to eat milk and cookies. On the night in question, the witnesses currently in the stand were not caught on camera.
Hey, that's a bit of friar tuck, eh, bro? Lady Luck loves a skulkin.
Witnesses, at what time did you trespass? At what time did your trespassing begin?
Must have been just after 1, right, bruv? Must have been, Nash, must have been. Yeah, just gone 1.
In which case, minutes before these brothers entered the establishment. What crime scene might we expect to see within the shop? Let us examine the evidence.
Oh no.
Good Lord!
Good Lord, what is happening in there? Aurora Borealis.
It's entirely within your shop counter.
I'm surprised I haven't seen an Ace Attorney version of that meme.
Oh my gosh, we gotta go look for
A
that.
phoenix just trying to convince somebody that it's Aurora Borealis.
I love it.
It's the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Well, sorry, Gina. think the case is over.
Guess you're cooked. As the court can clearly see. The accused is pictured, gun in hand, facing the victim over the shop counter. No doubt coercing the proprietor to open the door to his storeroom.
The dog! The dog picture.
Dog picture.
Yay!
Dog picture mentioned.
He saw it all.
No, we gotta ask we gotta
dog.
interrogate the dog.
The photo of the dog.
Quiet! One can only too easily imagine the events that unfolded. The court will take this photographic print as evidence, if you please, counsel.
The sussy photo. Oh boy.
I don't believe it. Ginny!
In short, the accused is the only person who could possibly have killed Mr. Windybank.
He used his psychic powers on me.
I say, my lord.
Huh?
Oh. Okay. I wonder if I might put in a word at this point.
Go ahead, Mr. Foreman.
Took a bally bullet to the knee in the Battle of Maiwand, 1880, don't you know? Decorated for it and all that, but forced to retire from service, sadly. I'm getting back into it.
You got it.
Course, a medal can never outshine the exploits of chaps like us on the battlefield.
Yes, Mr. Foreman, and what exactly is your point?
Carried on the battle after retirement, you see. The battle of daily life, if you like. And here I am now, leading this small squadron. 6 men, all good and true. And we'll all go down together, you mark my words, one for all and all for one. He's like, oh, I gotta deal with this fucking bullshit.
This calls for some The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached agreement, have they? Is that what we are to understand? Well, Mr. Foreman, is that correct?
In a manner of speaking, yes. That is the Gerideb Squadron's position, sir.
What? No! It's too soon to make a judgment.
Status report for the court, men, on the double. His lordship insists on promptitude at all times, and that goes for making decisions, too. I think you'll find the truth is as clear as day now. I could reach out and touch it.
Please don't.
I wouldn't have left it in there, I just wouldn't. But in all honesty, I can't actually remember.
Did I leave that watch in that person's spleen?
Situation clear. Stop. No room for doubt. Stop. Truth now undeniable. Stop. I am very sorry for brothers. They are unlucky.
God. Very well. I now call upon each member of the jury to state his or her leaning in this matter. Announce your considered verdicts to the court.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty!
Guilty.
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 If it helps to know, we'll all say guilty. But you did such a good job, I didn't want to distract
I didn't know
you.
that was voice acting.
It's okay. It was great though, just like with the cat, you know?
It does indeed appear that the jury is unanimously in its leaning to already.
They're unanonymous.
The photograph. It doesn't make me laugh.
God damn it.
It must.
I was about to... Look at it. Look at this photograph.
Does it make you laugh? It must be the definitive evidence that Gregson mentioned.
But Ginny didn't shoot him.
I mean, look, maybe Iris, maybe we gotta accept, maybe she did. Maybe she just did it.
Hey, just because, you know, somebody points a gun at somebody doesn't mean they actually shot the gun. Just because it was almost Christmas doesn't mean it was Christmas.
No, of course not. My lord, the defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination. Fine. Very well. The court grants permission.
Right, this is where we talk to the jury.
Yeah.
So, you refuse to admit defeat again. How unsurprising. We shall proceed immediately with the summation examination. I love that phrase. Mr. Foreman, are all members of the jury ready?
Absolutely, sir. Always ready for action, my chaps.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty.
Judicial findings. Jurors' contentions. All the evidence clearly points the finger of guilt at this young pickpocketian. As a housemaid, I shall like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated.
Wow.
I think you'll find that if you look at the photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out. If I have left it in there, I should think there'll be repercussions by now.
Yeah, if I left that in there, I'd have been sued already.
Yeah, I want to know what the fuck he's talking about.
Right?
I wonder if it's actually going to be relevant somehow. Mind made up. Stop. Global radio transmission, a verdict to follow. Stop. You don't need to broadcast on the radio. In Motherland, we say never judge by clothes, judge by head. I am convinced brothers are innocent.
The joke is he's just convinced, or only focusing on the brother part.
Yeah, the joke is I wonder if he's the third brother. Actually, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
The circumstances of the crime and the evidence do indeed implicate the defendant rather comprehensively. The storeroom locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone.
I should hold my cup while I'm talking, so that way I can feel it, you know?
And in the accused hand, the fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by these witnesses.
Not to mention this print.
Yeah, it's this bloody print that makes me saucy.
Take it from a chap who's seen action on the battlefield. That young girl's on the verge of pulling the bally trigger.
They said that they were in there around 1.
Uh-huh.
This is 1.
Yeah. They said a little after 1.
Ah.
Yeah, because they were there. I mean, they were there and they heard the gunshot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pooh. I was hoping that would do something, but okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh dear, Hurley's cameras were supposed to help, not hinder.
I'm afraid I think you have an uphill struggle ahead of you. Good fucking luck. Don't envy you.
But Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windybank.
I forget, did Gina really tell us, like, what happened? Like,
she might have last time, but I don't remember if she did.
She didn't tell us about confronting him with a gun.
We don't have, like, her testimony on us, so I guess she may not have.
Yeah.
Which means there's more to this situation than we've yet to see.
Like, I feel like we should talk to her, probably.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You have the floor, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination.
One thing I will say, since it's been like an hour, do you want to break it here, and then we'll start the examination?
It's up to you. Did you want to keep going for a little bit, or do you want to stop?
We can. We can stop the video here.
We can keep going, but you'll have to wait.
Yeah.
I think that is a jolly good idea,
Also,
Governor.
so we don't have like a super long video to upload.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next time you'll see some more. Thank you for coming. Who do you think is guilty?
Me.
I knew it.